Hello everyone, and welcome to the video, The Development Flow with Agile Data Engine. In this video, we'll explore what happens when you create an entity or load an ADE, and how ADE manages the entire process seamlessly. In ADE, an entity can represent a table, view, or materialized view. In this video, we'll focus on tables, and from now on, we'll use the terms table and entity interchangeably. By the end of this video, you will understand when a table is created in the target database, when it's populated with data, and how table schemas can be modified easily. First, we will create two tables. When you create an entity in ADE, it is saved as metadata, but the table is not created in the target database immediately. When you add an attribute to a table, it's also saved as metadata. It's important to note that ADE stores the metadata, such as the table's name and its attributes' names and data types, but it does not store SQL statements like create table or alter table. This approach enables ADE to deploy entities across multiple target databases in a platform-independent way. When you want the table to be created in the target database, you simply commit the changes, initiate a deployment, and ADE's deployment management takes care of the rest. It translates the metadata into the appropriate SQL for the selected target database and generates the necessary SQL statements automatically. You can also use predefined entity types with default attributes when creating a table. This means you and your team don't need to manually add common attributes each time. ADE automatically includes them, saving time and ensuring consistency. Once the metadata is saved, you can commit the changes, initiate a deployment, and ADE's deployment management will execute the create table statement for you. If you need to alter a table, such as adding a new attribute, simply provide the name and data type in ADE. After committing the changes and initiating a deployment, ADE will generate the necessary SQL statement for the alteration. Now we will create a load. To define how data is loaded into a table, you create a load. In ADE, you specify the source entity for the data and set up attribute mappings, including any transformations needed. The mappings and transformations are saved as metadata. Once you commit the changes and initiate a deployment, ADE's deployment management generates the target-specific SQL statement. In this case, an insert into statement. The load is then passed to the workflow orchestration, and when executed, it populates the table. Now we've explained that ADE stores metadata of entities and loads, enabling database-independent entity creation and automatic schema evolution. Changes to entities or attributes are not reflected in the target database until you commit the changes and initiate a deployment. ADE's deployment management compares the previous and current deployment states and generates the appropriate SQL statements for the target database. Depending on your configuration, the same entity can be deployed to multiple different database management systems.